Hello, let's talk about affordable housing projects. This is, by the way, a project in Kenya, which was started by the President of Kenya, President William Ruto, when he came to office in 2022. Uh, he launched this program, and essentially what it does is that Kenyans are supposed to like pull together, as, more specifically, those who are employed. They're supposed to contribute 1.5% of their gross income to the government, and also the employers to also match up that amount and contribute an equivalent like 1.5% again to the government for the construction of these affordable houses. So we're going to talk about that, and if these programs, whether they are worth it, do we really even need these houses, and who are these uh, that are occupying these houses? Because recently I saw the president launching some of them, and maybe the allegations that are around these affordable houses. We are going to also see about the perspectives of the employees, right? Because me as an employee, you contribute what, 3% of your gross salary to the government, and then now after these houses are constructed, now the government again expects me to do what, to purchase these houses. I mean, why should I buy? I think they should be given out for free, in fact, because after all, this our money. This is our money. You cannot use my money to build houses and again decide to sell those houses to us. I mean, this is literally like Harambe, pulling together and coming together. If that's the case, why don't we? Why are we not given? Why are we not giving out for free? Because it's our money. The government used our money to build these houses. I think they should be maybe probably given out for free, in my own opinion, probably to help the needy. Because the whole point of this was to eradicate slums and probably create employment. Even though some people have said that, there are some allegations going around that the main beneficiaries of the affordable housing projects are those in power and probably a few companies in there, those who produce cement, and now those are constructing. So some people say that probably the president and probably other business people are benefiting from this so much, because now they are trying to create a market for these cement and steel industries, so that these products can be sold directly. They have already market now because they used to construct the houses, and who finances it has the Kenyan citizens, right? So as an employee, I don't think it's fair for the employees. And now let's look on the other side, those who are buying it. If you're jobless and you need houses, probably this can be beneficial. If at all these houses are given to you. If you live in the slum, probably this could be beneficial, because I remember, I think Betsira goes for 600,000 in total. That's if you decide to buy it in cash. But if you decide to uh, do rent to own, then you pay, I think was it 3,000 and something, 3,500, inclusive of insurance cover and everything. And now you get some decent housing. So if you're living in slums, probably this is an opportunity for you to like have a decent housing, because instead of paying rent in the slums, because you still pay rent in those slums, you could decide to pay in this affordable housing. That could be a beneficial for you. But again, there are some allegations going around that those who are occupying these houses that were recently launched are not actually from those places. For example, there is this affordable housing project called Mukuru Kwanjenga. So some people are saying that those who have occupied those buildings or those apartments, they're not from Mukuru Kwanjenga. They've not occupied it. So then the question is, who are these people who have occupied those apartments, because the whole point was to eradicate and improve the lives of those people who are living around that area. But again, if now those are not the people who are occupying the apartments, that means that this affordable housing is not beneficial to anyone at all, right? But again, these are just allegations, right? So do we really need these houses? Do we really need? Because, well, according to the internet, 86% of Kenyans, or I think 80%, yeah, of Kenyans in the rural areas own their homes, you know, and about 20% of Kenyans in the urban areas, they own their homes, you know. So it's only a few number, you know, of the population that don't own their homes. So do we really need to own these homes? Again, these homes are constructed in public land. So what is to say that the government, maybe in future, let's say after President Ruto has left power, what is to say that maybe in future the government is not going to come for its land and probably evict everyone and decide to, like, you know, you people are living in government land, you need to get out, you know. What is the guarantee of that? I think probably the government has to explain that, probably, because from my understanding is that government land is you don't get to live in government land, you know. I mean, you can live for some time, but eventually you're going to get evicted, you know. So this affordable housing, do we really need it in the first place? Or probably maybe what the government should have done is probably empower, you know, the private sector and the citizens so that they can purchase houses for themselves. Yeah, what do you think? Because now there are some benefits to this. Apart from probably if implemented well, it could be something good to those people living in the slums, and probably with guarantees, you know, from the government that they are not going to be evicted in the future. Then I think that's a beneficial to them. That's one. Another benefit is probably the employment sector, because if they are going to, if those equipments that are used to construct the affordable houses come from the locals, you know, the Juakali businesses around, then and they supply to the government, the small businesses could benefit from this, because, you know, they have market. Again, people who are working and building those houses could get some temporary employment, right? So that's another benefit. But if these allegations are true that, you know, there's benefit, the big companies who are linked to the president or the government, then this affordable housing is not that beneficial at all. Yeah, you know, because if they are going to just benefit a few companies, then it's not going to do the society that much good, because what it's going to just do is to enrich a few individuals, right? So what is the proof to this? And what do you think? Do you think you can get yourself an affordable house? Or yeah, leave your comments in the comment section, and I'll be happy to reply in case of any questions. And of course, yeah, see you in the next one.